lying prick.
It's no secret, but I'm not liked by the commentary community. And do I give a fuck? No. I'm not on YouTube for some community. The only thing I'm on YouTube for is for me and to entertain my viewers. The only community I give a fuck about are you guys. I don't give a fuck about anyone else. As long as I'm keeping you lot happy, that's all I care about. So naturally, not being part of this community is gonna get me exposed. And you know, I've been in this position many times. When I was a smaller channel, people tried exposing me, tried ending the Kavos hype.
Holy guacamole.
And now I have a more bigger YouTuber trying to come at me, or should I say he has responded to me after 7 months. This video will make you hate Kavos. Oh wow. You know, I haven't seen that been done yet. So that's really clever, you know, giving me a taste of my own medicine. That's how it should be done. This man who made a video completely misleads his viewers, and he flat out lies about me in a desperate attempt to expose me. And I'm not fucking having it. People make videos of me all the time, but when someone this big with a relatively large audience tries lying about me, trying to ruin my reputation and thinks they can get away with it, I'm sorry, prick. You've got another thing coming. So let's break down this video point by point. Now, the juicier stuff is more towards the end of the video, but there's so much bullshit that I just have to address it all. His first point is this.
But if ImAllexx makes his own video on the same topic as me the day before, that's not allowed. If anybody makes a video on the content cop or anything to do with the content cop, then they should be killed.
I never said people couldn't make videos on the general topic of a content cop.
If anybody makes a video on the content cop or anything to do with the content cop, then they should be killed.
I thought if they made videos describing and regurgitating iDubbbz's points, I thought that was pathetic, and that was what my tweet was about. Where in the tweet does it say if anyone makes anything to do with a content cop? Nowhere. He's misleading his viewers, he's taking my tweets out of context because I clearly state a specific example of video to do with a content cop. Videos that describe and regurgitate what Ian already said. That was what I'm talking about. I didn't say no one can make a video on a content cop. We've only just started the video and already there's so much bullshit.
This is the first issue I have with Kavos, and that is the blatant hypocrisy for no reason at all. Like, there's no reason why he should be angry or even saying half the stuff he's saying. Because he tends to have this awful practice where he complains about something, gets generally livid over it in a video, tweets about it, and then integrates it into his videos or does the same video the exact next day.
He says I have a tendency.
Because he tends to have this awful practice.
If I had a tendency, then I would do it a lot. But clearly I don't, because he only has one example, the example I've already shown that he's taken out of context. An example he shows and regurgitates twice. He shows it first, and then he does it again to prove his point. So if I had a tendency, why would you be repeating 2 examples that are false examples? Why wouldn't you have all these examples to choose from because of my tendency to do this all the time? You would not use the same example twice if I had a tendency. A flawed example, an example you had to take out of context. That is not me having a tendency. That is you being a bullshitter.
The point was, he claimed that's what I was doing, but we actually ended up making 2 very similar videos, which he attacked me for.
Alex also claims that me and him made very similar videos and that he couldn't believe I called him out for his. Do you smell that? More bullshit. Alex's video is a 10-minute video reacting to Rice Gum's response.
Rice Gum uploaded a reaction video to the content cop, but not just a normal reaction video, a very panicked, worryingly awful response.
My video is a projection video on what Rice Gum is going to do next. A lot of people are wondering, how is he going to respond? And I personally, you know, having known Rice Gum, having researched him a lot, I feel more than qualified to predict how Rice Gum will respond to this. He has 10 minutes analysing Rice Gum's response, which had like no substance at all. I barely addressed the response video at all. Only for a few seconds. Yeah, I know he did make a response video. He made a response video talking about how he was gonna make a full response, and it was just shit. So the videos aren't similar at all. Alex made a 10-minute video analysing a response video that's just announcing a response, which I personally felt had no substance, so I purposely steered clear of that and just made a projection video because I felt that was what my viewers wanted and it had a lot of value, which other people weren't doing, so I wanted to do it. They're not similar at all.
I go through the response video, and talk about it just like you did.
Oh yeah, like I did for a few seconds, because my video was not about the response video, apart from a few seconds.
No one makes videos on Rice Gum apart from you, apparently. That seems to be a point that you tried to make. You're the only one who has blessed us with Rice Gum videos. No one makes videos on Rice Gum apart from me.
I can't believe he included this point, but, you know, we're gonna have to address it. Do you honestly think I thought I was the only person to ever have made a Rice Gum video? How stupid are you that you interpreted that from that tweet? The tweet is clearly talking about the people who decided to make Rice videos just after the content cop. Let me read it out. All these bitches waiting to make Rice videos after iDubbbz. Guess who was doing it before that? Clearly, I'm talking about the people who made Rice Gum videos only after iDubbbz. I'm not saying I'm the only one ever to make a Rice Gum video. A few weeks ago, I made a Rice Gum video, and a week later, a content cop dropped. That is the time frame I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the whole of YouTube. And like, for him to think that is just so crazy to me. One of my Rice Gum videos, in fact, I even credit Elvis the Alien because I used one of his clips in my video. So obviously I know.
And just because you're first to it doesn't give you a God-given right to own it. It's Rice Gum. He's a person. It's not even that. It's the fact that you're not even first. That's the most hilarious part. But lying about being first and claiming something so you could make other people look bad when they then cover that topic just makes you a lying prick.
I never said I was first to make a Rice Gum video, so please, can you stop twisting my words, putting words in my mouth to push your agenda, you cuck.
Rice has to respond to some hard-hitting critique or he's a pussy. No more bullying kids. For you then, Kavos, you'll just have to reply to this so you don't look like a pussy.
I don't know when I've bullied kids, and I definitely don't do that, and my audience will know this. And if you're trying to reference my Ruby Rube video, do your research, kid, because that whole video, the whole direction of it, and the reason I like that video so much was because I was looking at the parents, not the kid, because she was too young. I specifically steered away from looking at Ruby Rube. She's too young. I was looking at the parents, how they're controlling her, using her to make money. The parents are heavily involved in Ruby Rube's channel. It's a money-making machine, and poor Ruby, sweet, innocent Ruby, is the beating heart to this potentially multi-million-dollar business. And how they're trying to sue people just for talking about her. You like watching a depressed fuck, and he will try and insult you as hard as he can, even if it means going over the line, or, you know, mocking depression. Depressed fuck.
Well, thank God you've never mocked depression then, Kavos. Because then we'd be in a bit of a sorry state.
I didn't mock ImAllexx for having depression. I just use it as a slang term, you know, oh, you're so depressed, or I use it sometimes in my vocabulary. I was not mocking someone who had a mental illness like he's trying to portray. Alex is so boring and talks so slow in his videos, I called him depressed as a slang word and an insult. I was not mocking him knowing he had a disease. I don't know Alex. I didn't know him back then, 7 months ago. I did not know if he had depression or if he does have depression. JJ to Joe Weller, JJ knows Joe has depression. He mocked him for using antidepressants.
Unstable, all right?
Bro.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Oh, do you need drugs?
Drugs?
Do you need drugs to
No.
stay sane, bro?
What, antidepressants?
Yeah.
What, you taking a piss out of depression?
I'm not taking the piss.
Well, that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm not taking the piss.
You taking a piss out of depression?
I used it as a slang word, completely different context. Alex knows this as well. But you know what? Why not just use it to get one up on me because it can make me look bad?
Skip at least 1 minute into every single Kavos video and he'll say something about his cock or...
I gotta stop you right there. You forgot one major thing, and that is, I love talking about my big English balls.
Talking about going the extra mile to insult people, Kavos does this incredible thing where he says absolutely ridiculous things. Skip at least 1 minute into every single Kavos video and he'll say something about his cock or... something just genuinely scary.
I'm not even thinking about what would happen if the bloke just pulled out and his hot load spewed all over the baby, giving him his first facial when he's only the young age of a few months. I'm not thinking about that.
No wonder he deletes these videos.
Yeah, we all know Alex has never deleted videos because he's regretted something he said. Oh, wait, what are these DMs? He says he's deleted so many videos because he said things he regrets. Yet he's trying to ridicule and make fun of me for deleting a video. Someone needs to shut the fuck up.
Here's a tip for you commentary channels, because Kavos wanted to give you one. You know, the big guy is recently exploded, you know. He's got all the hot tips and tricks. Don't mention the content cop ever. Don't do it. Don't fucking mention it. Don't you dare mention the content cop. Oh no, if you mention the content cop, that's a sin.
Where do I say don't mention the content cop? My tweet is clearly saying don't be that channel who makes a whole video describing the content cop, meaning regurgitating Ian's points and just making a similar video. I know you lot have already heard me say this shit before, but Alex calls me out for this point twice. He just repeats himself, so then I have to address it twice. But don't worry, he then later calls me out for repeating myself, which I'll address later on in the video. Get the greasy fuck rambling for 10 minutes with minimal fucking editing.
He sent a tweet out saying he didn't agree with your channel growth, it hurt your ego, so you made a full 10-minute video on it where you talk about one fucking tweet. 10-minute video on a tweet?
The trigger point of my video on Rice Gum was that one tweet he tweeted about me. The whole video was not about one tweet, like you're trying to claim, you idiot. He was a scumbag and a cheater, and he botted views on Twitch to make himself seem more relevant.
Boom. Right there. This right here is a viewbot control panel.
You did so many collabs with massive YouTubers that would have had way more of an impact than Keemstar shout me out a few times. Oh, and also, let's not forget the time he faked drama with FouseyTube just to get more attention. Talk about Rice Gum and how he doesn't really care about you, the viewers, and giving you quality content. The video ends at 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Rice Gum then leaves this screenshot up and drags it out until 10 minutes and 4 seconds. Let us not forget this embarrassing attempt for views by Rice Gum when PewDiePie roasted him. Why don't you go and watch and research for videos? Because it would stop making you look so dumb. If you watched the video, you would know there were multiple points, not even regarding the tweet. Greasy Baboon repeats himself in just one video.
Let's see him do 5 mil subs in a year by himself. He only gets views because you shouted him out. Lol.
Because Keemstar mentioned me in the same tweet as him. In the same tweet, let's see him do 5 mil subs in a year by himself. Keemstar said he gave me a little boost around 30 to 50k. Fucking 10 minutes! Get in there!
You're a bit of a hypocrite, aren't you, Kavos? Just a bit of a hypocrite.
Well, the first quote and the tweet he shows to try and claim I repeat myself, it was from the comedy skit. But of course, Alex leaves that information out because he doesn't want you to know that, because that would otherwise prove his point wrong. Because in a comedy skit, yeah, I'm going to show the tweet, but it's not my descriptive or my exposition part of the video. So obviously I need to go through that again to make sure my points make sense. It's not needless repetition. Like, say, I don't know, repeating yourself and bringing up the same point in 2 different parts of the video. Oh wait, that's exactly what you do on your video of me.
But if ImAllexx makes his own video on the same topic as me the day before, then that's not allowed. If anybody makes a video on the content cop or anything to do with the content cop, then they should be killed. Don't mention the content cop ever. Don't do it. Don't fucking mention it. Don't you dare mention the content cop. Oh no, if you mention the content cop, that's a sin.
Greasy Baboon repeats himself in just one video. I was criticizing Wild Spartans for just repeating himself just to hit 10 minutes, which I proved.
But yeah. So yeah. 2, his personality's fucking trash. He's really fucking dull all around. He's so boring. He's so fucking boring. So yeah, that's it. It's my opinion on Jinx. Jinx is boring, dull, and he should stop.
And also stretching his outros to nearly 50 seconds and adding a little timer at the end just to hit 10 minutes.
Fuck off.
But Alex shows 5 seconds, apparently, where I'm repeating myself. Because Keemstar mentioned me in the same tweet as him. In the same tweet, let's see him do 5 mil subs in a year by himself. Keemstar said he gave me a little boost around 30 to 50k in a 10-minute long video. In fact, a 10-minute 24 seconds long video. So if his whole point is that I'm repeating myself to get mid-rolls and I'm stretching my content, say I was repeating myself when you said I was, the video is still going to be over 10 minutes. So of good content, in my opinion anyway. So how am I stretching for 10 minutes? The whole point just goes to shit. And as I've always said, I don't care about 10-minute videos. It's fine. Why can't a video hit 10 minutes as long as it's good, organic content? you know, you're not forcing stuff in there and stretching it to try and hit 10 minutes. That is what I had a problem with, as I have said 7 months ago in this video. I never said making 10-minute videos are scummy, and I don't purposely make my videos 9 minutes and 03 just to not be 10 minutes. I have plenty of 10-minute videos. I have said in my videos that 10-minute videos are scummy when they're stretched out, they're repeating points, they're lengthening their outros just to hit it. That's what I said. Also, criticizing me for saying the word tweet and trying to pass that off as me repeating when you said I was repeating myself and showing me repeating myself. Mentioned me in the same tweet as him. In the same tweet. That is fucking insane. Here, let's see how much Alex repeats himself in his video on me every time he uses the word Kavos.
Kavos, 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 Kavos is Kavos, 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 just a Kavos, 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 use Kavos.
So it seems Alex repeats himself more than me, according to his own shit logic. And I mean, you're saying I stretched my rice gun video for mid-rolls. I've already proved that it was going to hit 10 minutes regardless of your repeating points, but the video didn't even have mid-rolls. I mean, look, my fans tweet me my videos all the times. None of their videos got mid-rolls. So your point, my friend, is completely and utterly invalid.
But surely, don't you think you owe Wild Spartans an apology?
Yeah, how about no, and just fuck off. All your points have been denied, and the only one who'll be apologizing at the end of this video is you to me.
But if we just started bumping our YouTube videos in the sub box, that would be cool. Please, guys, please watch this Kavos video. Please share it with your friends, because people didn't see it. The sub boxes are probably broken. Who, when sub boxes break, uploads a video telling people to go and then watch said previous video.
Yo, just making a quick video to let you guys know that yesterday I did upload a video at 4 AM. I have never criticized anyone for doing something like this, because everyone knows on YouTube sub boxes are temperamental and are not reliable. So doing this, making a video announcing that you uploaded and deleting it a few hours later, is doing no harm to anyone, but it's only informing viewers. So what even is the problem with that? But once again, Alex is using that one example that I did it to try and prove that I do it regularly.
You literally bump your YouTube videos because you're so scared they're not going to get the views that you want them to.
Or, you know, should we link it back to the start when he said I had a tendency? He's trying to use one example. I barely bump my videos. My viewers will know this. I don't even need to explain. The people watching my videos, they know I don't do that shit often. I've probably done it twice max in probably a year. So, you know, stop acting as if I do this all the time. I love bumping my videos. It's just not the case at all.
Patreon's a good one. Kavos mocked a lot of people for having a Patreon, and then he went and made his own one.
But here we go. Here is the juicy part, and this is the part that really made me want to respond. Let's notice how Alex has no evidence at all about me saying that I hate Patreon.
Kavos mocked a lot of people for having a Patreon, and then he went and made his own one.
Oh wait, that's because I've never fucking said that, and this prick is just lying about me now. I mean, the misleading points, they weren't enough. That wasn't hard hitting enough. He's switched up his tactics now to just fucking lying about me. Let's see what my actual opinion of Patreon is through these older tweets, which Alex could have easily have found by just typing in Kavos and Patreon. But you know, that's too much research for him. Let's see what my actual opinion is. A while back I tweeted, what do you think of Patreon? Been thinking about making one. A lot of people have been telling me to. In which I responded with, I see it as a way to help smaller channels grow. If I got bigger, I would cut off my Patreon. Does that sound like me mocking Patreon or slating people for having Patreon? Would someone who hated Patreon so much donate or pledge to Elvis the Alien because he liked their content? I hated Patreon so much that I went out and I supported someone who had a Patreon.
You called Wild Spartans greedy, but you created a Patreon yourself that then was so poorly funded that you actually deleted it. Wow.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, Alex starts digging his own grave, just digging really deep. Where is the proof that I ended my Patreon because it was poorly funded? None. Because you're flat out lying about me again. And this point pisses me off a lot because it's about money. It was like, oh, I didn't get enough, fuck this Patreon shit. When it's not the case at all, and he's being a complete twat. Now allow me to set the record straight and show you why I did delete my Patreon. Firstly, I tweeted out after my Patreon video launched, lol, just check my new video. So many dislikes. A lot of people hate that I started a Patreon. Shame. Was a good video. So clearly the Patreon was getting negative feedback from my fans. They're leaving dislikes. They didn't like that I started a Patreon. So I was getting fan feedback and I responded to it in my next video. I'd also like to address that my last video I've taken down. I'm not starting a Patreon anymore. I do listen to you guys a lot. And it's not very often my dislikes go so high like that. Normally they go high if it's about someone, but the likes are a lot higher. For these dislikes, it was very clear to me you guys were very against a Patreon, and I'm fine with it. I don't need a Patreon. I really just wanted to do a funny video. It had absolutely nothing to do with money, you lying cunt. But here's ImAllexx going, Kavos made a Patreon even though he hates it. But then Kavos closed his Patreon because he wasn't getting enough money. Just flat out bullshit claims to try and make me look like some money-hungry, greedy prick. Mate, you've been caught out lying. So fuck you.
Lying prick.
Thanks, man. I couldn't have said it any better myself. So at this point now, Alex has lost everything. You know, the man's making a video calling me a hypocrite, which I've already proven not true. But then he goes on to just lie and slander me. I mean, that is a million times worse anyway than being a hypocrite. You know, I should stop here. Alex has lost all credibility, but I'm having way too much fun. So let's just keep going. Oh, how can I almost forget?
But surely, don't you think you owe Wild Spartans an apology?
Who owes who an apology now, bitch? Certainly not me to Wild Spartans, but you to me. So I'll be waiting. Hashtag apologise to Kavos on Twitter. Let's get it trending.
Now you may be seeing this video and thinking, Alex, this has to be a joke. You can't take this and use this as actual evidence against Kavos. And when I watched it, I thought, wow, this is very much a meme. Although, he corrects us. And definitely puts the record straight.
I am making a Patreon. It's a legit Patreon. The video I made was in fact a joke about Patreon. You know, I was joking about reward systems. I had t-shirts that I made that I was pretending to sell and I never really sold. But the video was a joke, but the Patreon was not. But your point falls flat now because I've already proved I've never had a problem with Patreon anyway. Because I really do feel like Patreon, I'm making it. And if you want to support my content, amazing. I don't think the rewards are a make or break. If you want to have supported it in the first place, then you would have supported it. I called Wild Spartans greedy because it was sacrificing quality of content for money, such as stretching videos for mid-rolls, lengthening outros. Creating a Patreon does not contradict my point or make me a hypocrite at all, because when you make a Patreon, you don't have to sacrifice quality of content. Some could argue the Patreon could help to make your content even better by buying more equipment and stuff. So again, this is just a non-point to just try and make me look bad.
Just always complain about people stretching content or making videos on next to nothing, which is a valid point. It can be pretty fucking annoying when somebody just stretches a video to 10 minutes with a really long outro. But he pretty much destroys all his claims against clickbait and stretching videos to 10 minutes with this one video. A video titled, Rice Gum Deleted Diss on Me. He went too far. Good use of the brackets. I use that. It works well. I actually would recommend it to creators.
Well, Rice Gum did attack me on Twitter and then he deleted it. And that's why I titled it Rice Gum's Deleted Diss on Me, which is not misleading or clickbait because Rice Gum deleted his diss on me on Twitter. It's a video. The title isn't misleading. It's not clickbait. That is what is going on in the video. So I don't get this point. It's a stupid example of clickbait. If I was you, I would use my apologising to Rice Gum video where I look like I'm sad in the title and the thumbnail and I don't apologise, I just roasted him even more. That I can admit was clickbait, but it was for a joke. This example you're bringing up is not clickbait or misleading.
He sent a tweet out saying he didn't agree with your channel growth, it hurt your ego, so you made a full 10-minute video on it where you talk about one fucking tweet.
Again, Alex tries talking about how I'm talking about tweets for 10 minutes in that video, which I already proved to you earlier in the video. So again, good try, mate, but we've already proved that point wrong. And I'm sure as shit not gonna make my audience go through me showing all the points again, because that'll be boring as fuck. It's becoming increasingly apparent now that this is just under research. His whole video has not been researched. He's rushed it. Alex knew that his video would be really well received, and it was, because it was based on me. The commentary community does not like me. It's a fairly big community. They all got behind Alex. They loved this video because they thought it was so great because they don't know the facts. They don't do the research. But I'm coming with the research. I'm showing you this guy fucked up. He's trying to fuck me over in a really wrong way. And guess what? He's now lost all integrity for no reason because he came after me. There's no reason for you to come after me. But I'm going to respond, sorry mate, and I'm going to make you look like the mug you are.
Try and belittle them when he can. Anybody who disagrees with him is the worst person on planet Earth, so I'm sure he'll probably have something to say about my sub growth or maybe my views. I'm just doing this for attention, obviously, not because he's a prick. Bunch of people got in a Twitter battle with Kavos, and because he's very insecure and can't leave Twitter alone, he decided that he would post this.
Now I admit I have a temper and I'm a bit of a hothead, and I have no problem saying that. You know, that's something that is wrong with me. We're all human. That is my flaw, and I'm trying to fix it and work on it. And it just happens sometimes. I lost my cool, and I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to work on that. We've all regretted saying something or doing something in our past. I mean, Alex is no exception. He's deleted so many videos because of what he regretted. So, you know, we all do it. It happens, and that happened to me, and it is something I will try and fix. Alex doesn't tell you, but I did in fact delete them tweets. These tweets, I didn't want to keep out there anymore. I regretted doing it. I was hot-headed. I was being an idiot, so I deleted them because I knew, you know, I was just being stupid. But Alex doesn't want to tell you that because, you know, why? It'll make me look kind of good. So just, you know, just keep that information away.
There was one video I did find where somebody exposed him. Oh, it was Kavos himself.
This is a terrible example, and now Alex is getting very desperate to find some points. This video I made, I exposed myself when I made a really old channel. I criticised myself in my video, and I'm more than happy criticising it because it was stupid. But overall, I just found that whole thing funny. Like, that whole fucking video is just a funny video. I'm a little squeaker doing all this shit.
You're not even doing real research. That's not new.
It's fucking laughable hearing him say that. He's trying to criticise my videos because apparently they don't have enough research. Not like his videos, not like Alex's videos, like the one on me where he fucking lies about me and he misleads his viewers. All that great research, but mine don't. Mine have no fucking research, even though I take a lot of pride and I actually work hard with my research and my evidence. My viewers will know. I don't need to explain myself. Go fucking watch a video of mine. You'll see it.
But when he was questioned about a video that he made that got claimed, meaning the ad revenue wouldn't have gone to him, this was his response. Because Lucky Kavos got the money, so he doesn't care. Well, it seems like your motives are pretty obvious.
Again, this is another bullshit point, trying to make me look money hungry or greedy. Let's add some context to this situation, shall we? Fox News were going around and false claiming a lot of fucking people's videos. They were claiming FaZe Banks' videos, they claimed Tommy's videos, they were claiming falsely people's videos. By the time they got to me, my video had already died out. So what I'm saying in that tweet was, I don't care now that they falsely claimed it, because I wasn't going to win the claim. So I didn't care anymore, because I've made what I was going to make on that video anyway. Why the fuck should I be happy if they claimed it and they're going to get paid? The whole reason people are claiming videos is for monetary gain. So of course, I'm going to be happy that they're not going to gain anything off my hard work and that I got all the reward for my work. Stop trying to twist this shit and twist it into me being a greedy guy and my motives are only for money. That is just not me at all. And I'm sorry, Alex, but you've just made yourself look like such an idiot. And if you showed the rest of the conversation and didn't just like leave it out, cut out the part where me and Tommy are clearly just saying to each other, we both don't care because we both have had our money and we made what we were gonna make. So by your logic, Tommy's a greedy guy too. We're all fucking greedy. How greedy of me to be happy that I made money on my videos when a company trying to unfairly make money off me didn't. Fuck. Oh, I'm so greedy. And for all the Alex dick riders watching who want to still call me a hypocrite because for some reason they don't want to take my points in because they love Alex too much, well, at least I'm not a lying sack of shit, and I would never do something like what Alex has tried to do with me. I would never go out and spread false information about someone just to make them look bad. That is fucked up, and even you, being an Alex fan, would have to see that. But anyway, hashtag apologise to Kavos. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. You know, I'm not letting anyone fuck my reputation up and spread shit about me, and every like you give will really help just to spread that even more.
Do unto others as you would wish they would do unto you is going to be the basic motto of today's video.
Alex, you should take your own advice. Treat others how you'd like to be treated, because I sure as shit know if I made a video lying, slandering, misleading people about you, you wouldn't like that one bit.